What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I am still doing my 31 days of horror movie reviews. And so this time I decided to rewatch a film that it's been quite a while since I've seen. I'm talking about Piranha, aka Piranha 3D. This is a 2010 film that was directed by Alexander Ara, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but he's done quite a few horror films that I've enjoyed over the years, and I forgot that he directed this one. The plot is we see the character Jake, who his mom, played by Elizabeth Shue, she's the sheriff, she needs to work for the day. She asks him to watch the kids, watch his siblings, and he agrees. But he really wants to go out and party. He really wants to go out there and be involved in this crazy beach party that's going on. So what does he do? He does both. And he goes out, and of course he gets his brother and sister involved in a bad situation because out on the beach, these piranhas have been let loose from underneath the depths of the ocean, and these are vicious, psychotic killer piranhas that are uncontrollable, that are a force of nature, and they kill everything and anything in sight. Now, what I think of Piranha is I really enjoy this film. I do. Look, this movie should have sucked because of all of the trailers and just thinking, man, this is pretty silly, goofy. I'm probably not going to like it. But I don't know what it is. It's something about this film that it knows what it needs to do to have fun, to just not give a fuck and go along with everything. The main kid, I guess we should talk about him, Jake. He's played by Stephen R. McQueen. Don't think there's a relation to the singer or director. Could be wrong, though. He's fine. Look, he's not terrible. He's not the greatest either. He just fills the role of being this kid who comes across maybe as a little selfish, but at the same time, I've been that young. I get it. You want to go out there and chase girls. You want to have fun and do everything. Forget the responsibilities. Again, I should hate this guy, but when you see the atmosphere, when you see who he ends up hanging out with, I can't be all that mad at him. His mom, played by Elizabeth Shue, I really enjoy her. Honestly, she's probably the best character in this movie just because she did take charge. She was taking responsibility and trying to save everybody. I bought her in this role. This was a strong female character to where it didn't overly shove it over your face. It was just there. She just was. And she was believable in doing so. And also, I think I mentioned this before, how much I appreciate a horror movie where it is a mom, an older mom, who her main goal, besides saving everybody else on the beach, is saving her kids and making sure that her kids are okay. That's something, if you're a parent, you can easily relate to and easily get behind her motivation. Adam Scott plays Novak. He's also somebody trying to help the situation, the kids, and save everyone. I very much enjoy Adam Scott. I think he's funny in general, but it was cool to see him play the hero type in a movie like this. Let's go through some of the cast. Kelly, who's the girl that Jake likes and he wants to get with, but he's so nervous around her, he doesn't really want to tell her. I think she likes him as well. She's played by Jessica Cizori. Yeah, I butchered that. I'm sorry, Jessica. I like you in this role. In fact, I like you more than Jake as a character, and as an actor, I just thought you were better. I mean, I probably would have been better if she was the main character, if I'm being honest. But the two of them, fine. You know, you have the chemistry of will they, won't they. You've seen that 100 times before. Kelly Brook plays this girl, Danny, who ends up, she's like a model she's shooting a video, a pretty risque video with Jerry O'Connell's character. He's sort of like the Girls Gone Wild guy. In fact, that show, Girls Gone Wild, that brand, is probably so old at this point, I probably dated myself. There's probably people who are younger watching this saying, what the hell is that? Girls Gone Wild? Huh? What? Yeah, I just made myself feel old, but it's basically something on the internet. Actually, I think it started out as like a pay-per-view thing that you could buy or watch on TV, and you see college chicks flash themselves or get naked and do dirty things because they're not supposed to, and it's all well and good. They're drunk and whatnot. I don't know how he got away with that, although I don't think he did get away with that. I think that was illegal, most of the shit that he was doing. Anyways, Jerry O'Connell plays a great with scumbag type character, but he's fun, he's over the top, he's what you need a character like that to be. It looks like he was having a blast doing this, so I had a blast watching him. And Kelly Brook, like I said, she could have been the bitchy girl. She was the lead of this video, I guess porno, whatever they said that they were making. But she came across as a decent person. She's hot, yes, and she's wearing just nothing but a bikini the whole film. Not complaining, but still, she was a much better human being than I think you initially ever really needed. Especially when you have so many actual porn actresses in this film, like a Riley Steele, or don't ask me how I know her name so well. Christopher Lloyd is in this movie. I don't know how in the blue hell they got Christopher Lloyd, Doc Brown, to show up in this film, but having him be the guy to explain the piranhas, to explain where they came from. I love the idea that the piranhas came from the depths of the ocean, this crack in beneath the surface that we've never been able to get towards. Because honestly, in real life, I think that there could be something down there, some creature, some Cloverfield monster or something. It's not far-fetched for me to think that ravaged mutant piranhas are down there, and they're uncontrollable. That it's a death sentence. And so I was able to go along with that. I was able to roll with it. Christopher Lloyd being the guy to explain it probably helped bring some validity to the plot and situation as well. Eli Roth plays a douchebag, so I'm not saying that's a stretch for him, but I enjoyed watching him in this role, especially what happens to him. You could tell they asked him to do this part and get killed in the way that he did. Oh, spoiler. But you could tell he probably was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? That sounds like fun. Do this for a day and basically party and act like a dickhead. Dina Myers, I completely forgot Dina Myers was in this movie. She has a small part where she just tries to come in and help, and man, they did her dirty, though. They did her wrong. I like Dina Myers. Whenever I see her in movies, I feel like she always gets shafted one way or another. Richard Dreyfuss, though, speaking of forgetting that he was in this movie, or somebody was in this movie, Richard Dreyfuss, from Jaws, has a small part at the beginning of this film where he gets torn the fuck up by the piranhas. It's hard to watch. In fact, every scene where you have piranhas ripping at people, biting at people, yeah, sure, it's CGI, and there's an element that, doesn't look 100% real, but it's still brutal. Maybe it being underwater helps it look a little tiny bit more real than it otherwise would have been. But it's hard. You see the skin be torn off. You're seeing people's skeletons, their faces ripped off. Especially the last act of this film, they go balls to the wall because you think that, all right, it's been fun. You're seeing girls make out. You're seeing people act stupid. You're like, okay, fine, sure. Spring break. But when the horror happens, and they don't hold back. I feel like, I don't know what the budget was, but they went for it. They went balls out. There was even some practical effects as far as seeing characters. Because at first you're sort of howling and screaming, but in a way like almost cheering because you're like, holy fuck, the movie's doing it. They're killing all these people. And then you see the aftermath. You see all these characters with practical ripped skin, torn limbs, and you go, oh shit, I'm a dickhead because I actually wanted to see this, and now you see just how horrific it is. Even one character who tries to go away in a speedboat, and this girl's hair gets caught in the propellers and rips her face off, and my god, the movie does not hold back when it comes to the gore, when it comes to the kills, when it comes to watching characters get torn up. But that's what I enjoyed. That's what I appreciated. The characters were a lot better than they had to be. I think, I don't know how well the writing was, but the acting and the actors themselves brought more to it, I felt. And the movie was fun. What more can I say? It's an hour and a half. It's not something that overstayed its welcome. It knew what it had to be as far as tone, but it also didn't go so far to where you didn't care about the characters that you're supposed to care about. I enjoyed this. Maybe people will comment and say, dude, what are you talking about? This movie sucks. You have horrible taste. You should die. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that. But still, I have to be honest. I enjoy this film. Call it a guilty pleasure. Call it whatever you want. It shouldn't have been good. It should have been terrible. But I enjoy it. So guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, let me know what you think of Piranha 3D. Did you see it in 3D? The 3D very much pops in your face. Scenes of eyeballs and limbs flying at the camera. The piranhas swimming towards you. It does make me jump back, even just watching it, because it's shot that way. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Soul's taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a decked up machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going. You know, I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd live it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of my glass. Turned into a dark place, severed my brain. I'd have dropped out of class, but